Today I have turned 24 years old, and the version of me you see now isn't the version I would have been for the last 7 years on my birthday, or at least for the last 4 to 5 years on my birthday. Let me paint the picture for you how it would have been. So maybe it would have been on a Wednesday, the same day it is today, or maybe it would have been on a weekend. Regardless of the day, I'd be waking up excited because I'd be thinking, right, I'm getting smashed tonight. I'm going to drink and use as much drugs as I possibly can. Forget about tomorrow. I'm living for today. Okay, so maybe I'd go to work, or if it was the weekend, I'd probably start drinking around 11, 12. And I'd be drinking the whole way through the day. I'd probably use drugs from around 4 p.m. because, as we all know, it's very hard to drink for 12 consistent hours. And the only thing that makes that easier is cocaine. That's how people drink for so long, if you didn't realise. That's how people still sound sober when they've drank all day. If anyone like that, if anyone around you is like that, I'd keep an eye on them. Anyway, so yeah, I'd be waking up, I'd be getting ready. Maybe I'd finish work. I'd run straight to the shower, get in the shower, get ready as quick as I possibly can. Probably have a beer in the shower. Then I'd get ready as quick as I can. I'd be absolutely sweating because I'm literally rushing to get out to drink and use drugs. And then I'd party all night. I'd go out, go to clubs, go to bars, speak to people who I wouldn't usually speak to, be that party lad that I once was. If you saw me on the night out, you'd think, man, this is such a happy guy. This is such a charismatic guy. This guy obviously has life figured out. Little do they know, I'd be using drugs until 4 a.m, maybe in some random person's kitchen, some random person's house, or maybe on my own. Okay? So then maybe I'd get sleep for 6 a.m, or maybe I'd have no sleep, and then I'd get to around 7 a.m. where the birds are chirping, and I'd think, what the fuck? I promised myself I'd only have a few. I promised myself that I wouldn't drink that much. I promised myself that I wouldn't use drugs. Why am I in this situation again when I keep promising myself I'll stop doing it? And that's the reality of addiction. There's this saying that repeating an action over and over again, expecting a different result, is the definition of insanity. Well, I was completely insane then, because every single time I'd do the same thing, I'd promise myself that it would be different this time, and it never would. And that's the reality of addiction. We can literally delude ourselves into thinking that this time will be different. And the reality is that it never will. It never will. But how did I truly get sober? I made the decision that I will never go back. I cut off all my old friends and I said, this is it now. The minute I walk into these doors of Alcoholics Anonymous, I will never, ever drink or use drugs again. Here I am 8 months later, best shape of my life, happier than I've ever been, better relationships than I've ever had in my life. My parents are finally proud of me again. People finally trust me again. I'd be crying to myself on my birthday for the last 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. I'm happier than ever. The truth was, I had to quit the drugs, I had to quit the alcohol. And the magic that I was searching for was in the work that I was avoiding. I knew the whole time that I needed to cut the drugs out. I knew the whole time that I had a problem. I couldn't drink like normal people. And once I made that decision, my life finally got better. My life is what I always dreamed of. Guys, you are one decision away from changing your life. I help men on a day-to-day basis, through what I've learned, through the mistakes I've made, through the hell that I've been through. I help men become the best version of themselves, cut out all negative habits, get in the best shape of their life, make their family proud again. If they have partners, make their partner proud again. This is what I do. This is what I live, breathe, eat, sleep, sweat on a daily basis. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you can see on my story every day. I practice what I preach every single day. And if you're ready to make that move finally and be the best version of yourself, and not only make other people around you proud of you, but be proud of who you are when you look in the mirror, then you can always book a call down below. If not, just watch the videos. I hope they help you. But if you're ready to seriously take your life serious again, then I promise you, with what I've learned, with the shit that I've been through, the hell that I went through, my past life, I promise you, if you're ready to commit, we can completely turn your life around. I used drugs every single day. I'd smoke weed before I'd even brush my teeth in the morning. What you see right now isn't the man I always was. In fact, it is completely different. It's like that man never existed. I still kept the knowledge, I still kept the wisdom from all the mistakes. It's time for you to make the move too.